So, if you're watching this video, then that means you probably saw either the title or the thumbnail, and yes, that's correct. In this video, I'll show you guys how to make a mansion, just like the picture in the thumbnail. So, the only things that you need are wood, some wooden planks, some fences, some stairs. You actually don't need that many stairs, so this one isn't as important, and glass. The bed and the torches are just extras just in case it turns nighttime, and I am playing on the PC version just because my screen recorder on my iPhone, where my mansion is, isn't actually working, so I'm just going to make it on here. But it's basically the same idea. So you can make this mansion on, PC, Pocket Edition, the Xbox, whatever there is. And so, let's just begin the base. So, for this example, I'm going to be making it on a completely flat kind of world, but when you guys make it, you're going to have to clear some space, because this mansion is fairly big. It's quite massive, actually. So, here's what you're going to want to do first. Place 4 stairs like this, and voila, that is your beautiful mansion. Now, that's the end of the video. Just kidding. Okay. But, in all sense, this is the base of the mansion design. There's actually 3 different layers that you're going to have to work on. The base, the middle, and then the roofing. So we're going to start with the base first of all. So put your 4 stairs in a row like this. And then, I'm actually referring to my iPhone as I'm doing this. But on either side, you're going to want to build wood blocks about 4 blocks high. Now, I recommend 4 blocks. You don't have to do 4 blocks, but it's 4 blocks, right? Let me just check my iPhone right here. Yes, it's 4 blocks. Okay, just making sure right here. So yeah, you want to put 4 blocks high on both sides like this, and this is basically going to be like the doorway for your little mansion. So the next step right here is to go on the sides right here of the opposite to the wood blocks, and you want to put 5 planks across. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, just like this, and make sure you do it on this side too, just for the symmetry. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now, once you've done that, you want to just step back, and this is what you should have. So 4 stairs, 4 wood blocks up high, and then 5 planks across. So once you've done that, then extend this to the front just like this. This is going to be kind of somewhat the porch, but not really, because when you guys see the thumbnail again, it's not exactly the same thing. Alright, so once you've done that, then just on the opposite side, once again, just put 4 blocks high. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And sorry if my voice is a little bit choppy, it's just because I ate oatmeal. And, oatmeal's very, very delicious, is it not? And, sorry, not like that. So another 4 blocks up here, and you should have something like this. So this is definitely looking a lot closer to the original design. So sorry, let me refer back onto my iPhone right here. Okay, so here's the next step. What you're going to want to do, and it seems complicated, but not really. You just want to start with the left side, I guess. And from a diagonal thing, so right here, you want to build 2 blocks, so 1, 2. And then from here, diagonal, put 1 block, and then from here, put 2 blocks. So this is basically like a kind of a diagonal pattern that you're going to have to follow. Here, you're going to want to put a wood block, and then right here, you're going to want to, let's just see, is it by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so yeah, it is. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then 6 right here. So if you guys didn't catch that, all you're going to want to do is start the left side, and from where this wood block tower is, you just build 2 blocks from the, let me just go up here, it makes probably more sense. So 2 blocks, then 1 block, then 2 blocks, then a wood block, then 5 planks, then another wood block. So I'll repeat this on this side now. So it's 2, then 1, and then 2, and then I think it was this, and then it was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So something like this. Let me just make sure. I always want to make sure that I do these correctly. So yeah, so that's definitely, yeah, this is exactly the way you want to do it. So once you've gone this correctly, let me just kind of zoom out so you guys can see this is how big the base is actually going to be. So yeah, if you've done this correctly, then you're on your way to making your mansion. So sorry, let me just refer back to my iPhone right now. Sorry that I'm referring so much to, I just have to make sure that this is correct. with the actual planning. So let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Alright, so I think I can see that. So what you're going to do now is, it's a little bit complicated, but, well, not really complicated, it's just more of, you just gotta look at it carefully. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, and I think it's, 5, 6. So you're going to want to put this wood block right here, because you're going to do another pattern. So 4 planks, a wood block, and then another plank right here. But you're going to actually do the same thing like you did at the front. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Close it right about, I want to say, right here. Yeah. And then you're going to want to put, so basically, I can't really describe this. You're just going to have to like watch very carefully. I will go back just so that you guys can see what exactly I did. But as long as you're kind of seeing what I'm doing, then I guess it'll work out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Back up a little bit right here. Once again, we're going to keep referring back to my iPhone right here, just so I get this properly. So like this, and then another 2. So 1, 2. Here, and then, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, not right there. As you can see, it's turning nighttime, so that's just the one thing that I don't really like about this. But, well, I guess I can just use the bed. That's why it's there. And then you're going to want to do 1, 2, and, oops, well, close enough. So yeah, you're going to want to do something like this. So let me just retrace my steps so I can actually show you guys what exactly I just did, because it is a little bit confusing. And before we do that, let me just go back in the bed right here, just so that we can do this. And as you can see, I kind of failed at the time thing. I actually forgot how to set it back to day, but it doesn't really matter. So when you make this corner right here, so if you did the step pattern correctly, like 2, 1, 2, 1, and then the 6 right here, then right here you're going to want to put 4 planks, a wood block, and then do this kind of pattern right here, which is just 5 across, and then the 2s here, the 1 block here just right next to it, and then put a wood block, 2 planks in between, another wood block, do the next 5 once again, wood block, 2 planks, wood block, the 5 again, wood block, 2 planks, and then the wood block. So if I just kind of, I'm going to rise here just for a second so you guys can actually see it properly. So you see just over here, it's the 4 planks, the wood block, then you have this pattern right here. This is 5 blocks, by the way, across. And then just do something like this, and you want to repeat this on this side. So let me just show you guys me doing this pattern once again. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1, and then it's this, 2, 1, 2, this. So once you kind of get it, you're gonna kind of get used, you're gonna kind of understand. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, wait, hold on, 4, that's only 4, sorry, so 5, and then another 2, so 1, 2, so yeah, like, oh wait, did I, whoa, looks like I kind of, wait, did I? Oh wait, no, my render distance is on tiny right now. Let me just change that to short. So I'm using a really old laptop. That's the only reason why it's kind of difficult. That's why I was doing that. Let me just see. Okay. So just like one more then. And then 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 right behind it. And I think this should be it right here. If I did this correctly, pretty sure I did. So if you rise all the way up to the top, this is actually the base, the complete, well, more like the, I guess the layout. It's not complete yet, but this is the initial size of what the house is going, the mansion is going to look like. So once you've done this step pattern correctly, this is more just for like mini balconies, I suppose, or mini porches, I mean. So it's nothing too unique, I suppose. So once you've done this correctly, you just want to build this across like so, and you're gonna know when you did this properly if all works out in the end. So let me just kind of build this all the way here, and if it does touch the edge of the, hello, there's a random pig right there, but let me just touch the edge of the wood block right here, and then okay, so yeah, we actually did it properly, and this is the official kind of the line of the base. So it's not quite there yet, but we're getting there. Alright, so now the next step, it's actually a little bit easier, and you're going to see why I put the wood blocks in the specific places that I did right here. So now you're going to want to extend all the wood blocks that you put down by another 3. So 1, 2, 3. Basically, it's going to be the same height as these wood blocks right here, because this is going to be kind of the foundation. So 1, 2, 3. Right here. 1, 2, 3. So there's quite a few around, so you're just going to have to kind of spend some time, I guess, filling them up. So let me just transition to when I actually finish this. Alright, so we are back, and this is what you should have once you've put in all the extra 3 wood blocks on top of each previous wood block. So this is what it should look like, more or less. Now, I know you guys are just probably going to do this step by step, but feel free to kind of modify your mansion as we go, just so that you guys have, it doesn't have to be exactly like this one, but do your best to kind of follow along, I guess. So now here's the next step. Now that we've gotten the base down, we can leave this for now, and we're going to work on this later on for the details. But now you want to extend the stairs by an extra 3, sorry. So you have your first set of stairs right here. So this is going to count as the first row. Now let's make the second row, and you're going to want to make 4 rows in total. So this is the second row. Let me just increase this right here. We're going to leave that just for the next one, so it doesn't really matter. So here's the third row, and basically we're going to rise up to start working on the the second layer. What am I talking about? Why did I say fourth? That's just definitely not the right choice of words right there. So here you go. And right here, so once you've made the 4 rows of stairs, it should look something like this. From a distance, it actually kind of lines up perfectly with the wood blocks right here. So you're going to rise up here. And now you're going to want to go about right here and extend this way by 4 blocks. So 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 blocks, right? Let me just check my iPhone. Once again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, yeah, that's correct. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So we're not quite making the hallway. This is more just like getting up to the next flight of stairs. So once you've extended this by 4 blocks, extend it by 1 more row, but this row is actually for the stairs, so it doesn't really count as a 5th row, if that makes any sense. So put the flight of stairs right here once again, and then right on top, or sorry, right beside that, put another row of 4 planks like so. So you should have something like this. So 4 flights of stairs, extend this by 4 blocks, put another 1 row of stairs, and then put the 1 block right here. So this is pretty much going to, I guess, define the entirety of this of the base. So you're gonna see that this is the base is pretty huge. Like once you make the stairs, you're gonna realize how much space you even have in this house right here. All right, so now let's get on to the next step, which is a little bit which is not complicated. It's just a little bit hard. So let me just do the math right here. Yeah, from right here, you're going to want to basically make a wall all the way touching, let's just see, right, yeah, so when you do this, when you extend this, so basically all you're doing is you're just going to go from the block that you put here, make a straight row, and it should be perfectly on top of the wood block that you put previously. So if you did something wrong, then you might want to go fix it, but it should be like this. So if you've done this step correctly, then you're pretty much good to go. So just extend it like here, like so, I mean, and basically this is the easy part. You just want to extend this to make the double walls right here. Like, you can do this part right here if you really want to. I mean, it's not necessary because you guys can modify it as you wish, but I'm just going to do this for the sake of, because that's the way I made it my mansion in my previous in my iPhone. So I'm just going to do it like this. And let me just transition once again till I actually finish this wall right here. Alright, so once you filled out the 2 sides of the wall like this, now here comes the not so much tricky part, but this is just going to be take a little bit of time just because you can't fly in survival mode, I don't think. So the next step, now you're going to want to be extremely careful with this next step right here. So let me just refer one last time to the iPhone. Okay, so I think that's what we're going to do. So what you're going to want to do is start from, say, the left side right here, and you're going to want to look down when you're doing this. You're basically going to work on the second flooring right here. So all you're really doing is you're just going to copy the exact same pattern that is under the blocks right here, so like this. So under it, remember when it was like the 5 blocks kind of stretching out right here? Well, you're basically doing the same thing. You're just kind of doing it above where the wood block is. So for example, just do this. Break this off for now. We're going to fill that back up later, but this is just to help you guys see. You're basically just copying the pattern from the bottom. And the reason why is because, again, this is for the second flooring, because we're going to fill this up completely and work on that. So I'm not gonna pause the video just yet. I just want to let you guys see what exactly I'm doing so that you guys can copy it completely, or you guys at least understand what exactly I'm doing. So as you can see, even when I'm flying, it's still kind of difficult because you have to get this pattern correctly. Well, it's actually a bit easier, I think, up till here. So once you get to the sidings right here, you can just go completely straight. You don't have to follow the pattern anymore. So it's just like this. And let me just do this step right here just till we reach the end. But yeah, this part is extremely important because if something goes wrong here, then well, I guess it kind of goes for the base as well. But if you mess up here, then the roofing is going to be wrong. So be very sure that your blocks line up correctly. So as you can see, this is the initial kind of height of the base right here, and this is what it's looking like so far. So you're going to basically want to repeat this for this side as well. Let me just do this correctly right here. Okay, there you go. I'm always worried that something's going to go wrong and then I'm going to actually mess up the actual tutorial right here. So when you get here, again, just ignore the corners for now because you're going to fill it in back later, but this is just to help you guys see what I mean. So break this. So it should be identical. Sorry, random burp right there. I didn't mean to do that. But it should be identical to the bottom of your little thing right here. So yeah, basically you're just going to want to copy the bottom, and I'll get back to you once I actually finish doing that. Alright, so it took me a little bit of time, but this is what it should look like overall. So let me just go all the way to the top right here and let you guys see what I've done. So at the front, I've copied the same step pattern like I did from the bottom layer, from the bottom section. And then just right here, I just went in a complete straight row. So let me just kind of zoom in to show you guys. So I didn't have to do the same pattern here. I just went a complete box right here. It's just at the front where you have to do the same details just to give it the nice front look. But it should look like this, and I think you're pretty much done I guess the skeleton version of the base, because now the hardest part is actually filling up. You gotta fill up both layers. So you gotta fill up all this grass area, and you have to fill up all of this stuff by basically connecting it all the way and making it a completely flat area. So again, let me just cut to when I do that, because this part's gonna, I guarantee you, this part is gonna take at least a good 10 to 30 minutes, depends on how fast you are, how many resources you have. And if you haven't noticed, then you're going to need a lot of planks. So you might want to destroy several forests to even get close to having enough. But yeah, let me just transition to when I actually well, actually, yeah, I'll just do that because I don't really want to record it. So yeah, let me just do that. Okay, so we're not quite done. I've only made the first layer of the flooring, but just to give you guys an idea of how long this took, I think I was making this at maybe 10:30. Now it's 10:50, so it took about a clean 20-ish minutes to make just the first floor. We're not even done yet, because we gotta make the second floor before we can actually go any further. But just to let you guys see how it looks like, this is initially how much space your house is gonna have. And we're still going higher and higher, so you can imagine how massive the inside's gonna be. And we haven't even filled in any of these things yet, but we will soon. But when we do that, you're gonna see how big this house is gonna be. So far, this is the first floor, and now I'm going to work on filling in the second flooring, and my god, that's gonna take forever. So very sorry to those who are going to have so much trouble getting all this wood. I'm telling you right now, this is like 7 forests right here just to fill in this entire flooring right here. But yeah, I'll get on to when I finish this second layer. Alright, so I just finished this little, I finished the second platform right here, and I found these random bats actually spawning from inside this little cabin right here. But basically, yeah, as strange as it might be, this is the official flooring right here, so it's completely done. So the bottom floor is completely filled up, the top floor is filled up, so let me just show you guys what it looks like completely. So it should look something like this. And congratulations, you're actually almost done the base. The base isn't quite done yet because there is one last step that you gotta do. And finally, you guys have probably been yelling at me to put the fences down. And yes, the very last thing that you're going to want to do for the base at least is to put the fences down. So to do that, you're just going to want to go throughout the edges like so. Make sure that they're connecting with the wooden blocks. So that's why the wood blocks are there, to kind of give you guys a bit of some help if you're doing this. So just connect them like this, and you should be able to do this relatively easily. Like, especially on the sides right here, it's not that hard. It's just like a matter of getting the correct outlining, I guess. That's the word that I've been wanting to say this whole time. Now, you don't want to put fences on the back wall right here. You're actually going to fill this up with wood planks right now. So let me just finish getting the fences on that side right there, and then I'll completely fill up this back wall right here with wood planks. So I'm going to do that right now. So I actually think we made like a bat spawner unintentionally, because as you can see, there's actually a lot of bats kind of chilling over there. But basically all I did was just put the fencing outlining all over the entire base right here. I also put some torches on the outside, so this is just to add in a bit of a nicer look to it. And then the back wall is just completely flat, so no need to worry about the back so much. But yes, now you are officially done with the base. Now, of course, if you guys didn't notice, there is a lot of space on the inside, so you can kind of manipulate it to make rooms or whatever you want, really, in the inside right here, but I'm just going to leave this as the final base right here. So now that you're done the base design, this is what it looks like up top. You notice that there's still a lot of space, so we're not even done yet. This is only 1/3 of the mansion build tutorial complete. So once you've done this all correctly, then the next parts will be not as difficult. So let me just turn my iPhone back on, and I'm going to see what the official next step is. So let me just give me a second right here. I just need to look at this correctly. Okay, so let's just find that stair. So this is the this was the first stair, I believe, right here. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to now work on the second layer. So let's get out the wood again and put two wood blocks opposing each other on this side right here. And then what you're going to want to do is, let's see, go over here. And yeah, so right above the stair, like where the next row of planks is, just past the stairs right here, you're going to want to line it up with the wood blocks that you already placed back there previously. And now we're going to work on the next thing right here. So let me just count this right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, so 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. So wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 2, 2, 1, 2, 1, 1. Okay, so I think I got it now. So sorry that I kind of counted weirdly, but here's the next kind of step pattern that you're going to have to follow. So make sure that you got this correctly though. Let me just go on a bird's eye view. So it should look something like this. Make sure that you did it correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. They should be 5 blocks away. And then, of course, this one right here, they should be 4 blocks away. And from the edge right here, it should be 3 blocks. So yeah, there's just some details right there. But here's the step pattern. So oh wait, that's not right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then 1, 1. And then once you've hit that, just put in the, let's just see right here, put in the wood block once again as the corner, and then put another 1 and then 1 right here. So that's just going to go out straight over there. And so once you've done that part correctly, let me just refer back to this just to see if we did this all good. Let's just see. 1, 2... yeah. Okay, so that's pretty much good. So yeah, if you did this part, then you're pretty much good to go. Let's go for the next one right here. So the step pattern is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, and then what was it again? So it's 1, 2. Oh yeah, and then the 2 ones. Okay, so 1, 1. Put the wood block right here. Another, and then 1, 1. Okay, so I think, yeah, there should be 2 blocks of space from the edges right here. So just to make sure that we did that right. Okay, so that's what it should look like. Now let me, I think I actually made a mistake somewhere. Yeah, so right here, you're just going to want to place this with a wood block, my bad. So this is for the outlining once again. So this part's not too difficult, it's just right here. Now, if there is one thing that you're going to notice, look very carefully. Oh yeah, right here too. Okay, so let me just fix this right here. So there should be like the 1 block of space in between. So for example, right over here, it would just be right here. So guys, take a quick observation of something you notice. What do you notice? Well, you notice that from the bottom woods right here, it should line up with the next woods right here. So here should be here, here should be here, here should be here, and then this one's kind of just, you know, that one's the exception right there. But yeah, so if you look at it from a distance, you should see the same pattern from the top to bottom. So you'll know if you did that correctly. Now let me just do another count right here. Should be 4, 1 here. Okay, so now that you've gotten this down, you're going to want to work on this part right here. And this part is extremely easy because all you're doing right here is you're just going to want to find the block spaces right here. Now, how did this go? It was just, yeah, it was just 2 giant ones. So find the one right there, and then let's just go for this one, I believe. So put one right there. It should line up. All right, and then I think the spacing for was let me just look at this. Okay, I might actually have to count this myself to get this properly. So it should be the 1, 2, 3. So yeah, it should just line up right here, and then the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, I got it. So what you're going to want to do here is just line all this up. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And just basically do this. So you're basically making the second outline for the middle part of the mansion right here. And sorry that I was kind of dozing off right there. I just counted properly. Okay, here's the important part. When you get to this part, make sure you count it correctly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then once you've done that, do the corner, and then put the wood block once again right here. And then from there, you just want to, yeah, okay, so yeah, everything worked out. So from here, you just put the wood block right here, and then you basically do the same thing on this side. So let me show you guys once again if you guys are a little bit confused. I know I'm kind of just mumbling about the correct steps, but I'm hoping that you guys don't mind that. So right here, and you guys can also tell, like, you can just rewatch the video if you need some clarifications or whatever. Okay, so once here, once again, just line them up. Make sure that they line up too, like the wood blocks, so it should look something like this for both sides. And then you just connect them, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Oops, that's not correct. That's going to be for something else in just a minute. So let me just line this up right here. A little bit difficult, not going to lie, building out like in the air. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Sorry, 5. And then put the corner, then put the wood block, and then put the other wood block, and then connect them from here. So once you've made this, then congratulations, you have the next outline for the, hold on a second. Oh, hold on, wait, something's not correct right here. I might have counted wrong. Wait, okay, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, it should be correct. Why is it doing this? There should be, might have done this incorrect. Let's just look at this for a second. There should be actually 2 spaces of blocks. So I think what I did wrong. Oh yeah, so I did do something wrong. Hold on, I just gotta look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah. So yeah, it should be this. Why isn't it confused? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then it should be the corner, the wood block. Okay, because yeah, I'm looking at this because it's not really a big issue. It's just kind of a minor thing because I think I might have miscounted. somewhere between the process. But I think the it's kind of a simple. Well, let's just look at this. Why is it? I'm really confused because it shouldn't turn out like this. Okay, hold on. Give me just a second to kind of think about this. Well, I think the only thing I can do, because there's supposed to be 2 blocks of space right here, so I guess you can just 1, 2, 3, 4. Just chop this off right here, and kind of just do it like this, because that should fix it. So yeah, sorry about that, guys. Let me just re-edit that. So yeah, so forget what I just said. It's not 5 blocks. It's actually 4 blocks. It should be 4 blocks. So just break this one, and then readjust it. Because this part's going to be important. It has to be 2 blocks for the fencing to work properly, which is what I realized. So let's just kind of cut it out. It's not going to really make a huge difference, I don't think. Let me just make sure it doesn't do anything crazy. Because since I'm shortening this, yeah, okay. So it shouldn't really affect anything too much. So yeah, so this is good. I think this should work. If something goes wrong, well, I guess it doesn't really matter. It doesn't really matter because we're doing this correctly, right? So 2, yeah. Okay, so from here, then you're going to just want to connect the walls like this. And sorry that this isn't really, I guess, the most professional tutorial, because I've only made this mansion once, and I'm just basically replicating it once again, doing my best to make it as exact as it was last time. Okay, so this part's very easy once again. Now, you guys might, hold on, let me just go back to the front. So I'm on my iPhone right now, like I said like 1,000 times. I know it might be a little bit annoying, but, you know, I can't really help it. But, okay, so, yeah. So once again, just like you did last time, extend these logs by 3 on every single one of them. So let me just do that real quick. So once you've done that, it should look something like this. So let me go to a bird's eye view just to give you guys an idea of how the log should look like. And let me go on the sides right here to give you guys a really careful look on the siding right here just to get it correctly. So on the sides, it should line up, like these blocks should line up right here, and then these blocks should line up right here. And then make sure that there's the 2 blocks of space in between right here and right here. So there should be 2 blocks of spaces all around this little, I guess, circle-like shape. So just for the fencing later on. But once you've done this step correctly, now the next step right here is actually, this is actually very, very simple. So it's not complicated at all. Well, there is a few things that you're going to have to do right here. So from here, from the sidings right here, like as you remember, the 2 extra logs are just kind of sitting here. Just connect them to the, just go all the way to the left, and it should hit right on to the wood column right here, like almost exactly. So once you've done that, then that's correct. No need to worry. So just fill this in right here, like a line right here. And then here comes the part where you guys might not really appreciate it, but you're going to do it a second time. So it's just like last time. You're going to want to put the blocks above. And the only thing that's the hardest part is you're going to have to follow the exact same pattern that is on the bottom of this. So let me just see right here. It's a little bit hard to see. So no worries, let me just fix it here. So 2, so it's the 2, and then it's the 1, then it's the 2 again, I believe, and then it should hit, let me just put the block right here, bit of lag right there, never a good thing. Then right here, and then put the 1 here. So this part's not, it's a little bit tricky. You guys just have to kind of focus on the bottom, make sure it's completely the same, otherwise you're going to mess up somewhere in the process of building. And then right here, one last one, and it should line up, and so it does. And the siding right here gets really easy because again, all you're really doing is just completely going in a straight line, and then it just connects to the wood blocks if you did that correctly. Oh, right here is a little bit different. So right here, you want to do the corner right here, and then this. And then the corner right here. So it's just the corners that you're going to have to be careful of. You're just going to pay attention to that, I guess. There's no real tip, I guess. And there's a bit of lag too. It's like not registering when I'm trying to place it down. But yeah, as long as you follow the same outlining from the bottom on the top and you just connect them from where the wood blocks are, then you should be good to go. And just as a reference too, you're going to want to connect this with and this as well, and then that should just go across here, and it should go here because this part right here you're going to fill out as kind of the I guess secondary roofing. It's not the official roofing, but yeah, let me just kind of speed up the part where we actually connect this part right here. Alright, so I finished the outlining for the top area right here, so as you can see it should look something like this. Let me just go all the way around just so that you guys have an idea of what it is. I've also taken the liberty to fill up these walls all the way to the top like this, so it should look like this. It's just from the wood block right here all the way to the wood block over there. Just fill it up. And if you're wondering what this part is, we're going to actually fill up this layer once again, so this is the third time we're going to fill in the layer, but not just yet, because this is kind of the coolest part of the entire mansion. So as you can see from a distance, this is kind of like you have the base layer and then now you have the middle layer. But what makes the middle layer so important in terms of, you know, the actual look of the house is the glass blocks. So this is kind of the more creative slash, I guess, independent part of the, I guess, the mansion, because like personally, I prefer this mansion to have a lot of windows just to give it extra lighting and that you guys can see what's going on outside. But this next step is perfectly up to you. You guys can either fill this with more wooden blocks or whatever you want to do. But I'm just going to fill this up with glass blocks because that's probably my favorite thing to do of this mansion part. So with all of these spaces that you have, like right here, basically you're going to want to connect these blocks to these blocks using glass blocks. So if you guys don't know what I mean, this is what I mean. You basically just connect them together, and this is like all the window parts of the actual mansion. So on the bottom you have the fences, and this part is a little bit more secure and that you can actually see outside at the same time. So yeah, this part's personally probably my favorite just because when you add this, you're really going to see how this mansion's actually going to look like a mansion. I feel like the glass, like without the glass blocks, this mansion just looks too plain, if that makes any sense. So like right here, as you can see, it really does add, well, you guys might not see it right away because obviously I haven't finished all the windows yet, but when I do, then you guys are going to see kind of the awesomeness of how the effects of windows can actually do. And if you're wondering, yeah, so you just put in the glass blocks, connect them, it's not that hard. So let me just transition to when I do that as well. So finish the glass part right here. Now let me give you guys sorry, a kind of tour of what it looks like. So when you add in the glass blocks, you can really see like it is starting to look, oh wait, did I miss a spot? Yes, I did. But you can see that it's really starting to look like more of a house, not just like a bunch of wooden blocks put together. So again, this is more of a preference. Like you don't have to use glass blocks. You can use glass panes. You can do the fence pattern again, although it's not really recommended. I prefer, like, I think the glass part's probably the best choice, just because like you have the base, but then you have the actual like glass part of the house, and then you have these extra walls right here just to kind of cover up. But you know, again, you guys can do whatever you want. Now let me just get on to the details before I actually fill up this last layer, because there's only two more steps for the middle part, and that is to completely fill up this layer right here with planks. But then there's the fencing again, and there is a unique thing that you can do with fencing. So when you enter the building right here, you can just put some fencing lines right here. So connect the wood blocks together from the center, and this is what's going to give you your kind of main hallway kind of look. So what I mean is that when you actually enter the mansion, it's definitely like this. So you're kind of walking in, you have these nice stairs, you have the fencing, and then bada bing bada boom, you're inside the massive mansion. Not to mention you have another, like, you might forget that there's still a whole room right under yourself right there that you can actually use. But the next thing is a little bit different. Like, this is more of a preference again, more so than actually like you don't have to do this next part, but it's just more for looks. And what I mean is the fencing around this thing right here. So you can actually put fencing all around this house right here, but personally I don't want to do that. I just want to put the fencing lines from here, so here all the way around, and then it's going to stop right here. Now the reason why I don't want to put the fencing line all around this is because in the front area, when you look at it like this, it actually looks better without the fencings, like right here and right here, because it just kind of kills. You're kind of putting too much fencing. There's a difference between putting fencing and putting too much fencing. So all you're really going to want to do, well, of course you can put more fencing around here if you really want to be protective, but I don't think it's necessary. As long as you have the torches in the correct spots, then it's not really an issue. So obviously right here, all you're doing is just connecting it. Now the reason why I was really picky on the previous step, like right here when the thing messed up, is because if I didn't fix that, this fencing here would have actually been completely messed up. So as you can see, there should be at least one block of space so that you can actually walk around the second flooring. So that's why I did that. That's why I was stressing out so much to make that correct. There's also another glass block that I forgot to put. There we go. So I'm not going to transition out of this part because I feel like I'm pretty much giving you guys the steps, but I'm not showing you guys the actual work that you put into this. So like for the fencing, it's not like I need to like really make a transition for that because it's not that hard. It's just me putting fencing around the second layering, sorry, and then I'll show you guys what that looks like very soon. A little bit more, so close. No, wrong spot. But if you guys are wondering, this is only my second time making this mansion, and somehow I'm actually doing a very good job remembering what the steps. Okay, so now this is the second base right here. So imagine that this layer is already filled in, which is not, but I'll do that in just a second. But you're pretty much done the second layer right here. So let's just take a look right here. So you have the nice space, you have the very, very nice glass blocks right here. The fencing just makes it look so much more better. And then the front right here, like you can see why, you're gonna see why at the very end why I didn't put the fencing in the front to make it like this. But so far it's looking very, very nice. Now I guess I'll put on some details because once we do the layer for this, then we're gonna move on to the next step right here. But as for torches, let me just see if I can actually get inside right here because it doesn't look like I can. But I would just say put them maybe, I want to say like here, so on the third spot, then you can put the torches. So it would look best like this. So I guess you can just do that all around the perimeter right here. So you can put it like right here. Like the torches, it's more of just a preference. Once again, it's not like I'm telling you guys you have to put it here. No, you can just kind of put it wherever you feel that it would look the best and also light up the place the best. So I'm just kind of putting it in a random pattern, I guess, just to see how that would look like. So in here, we would put them right here. I know this looks a bit strange, but don't worry about that. Right here. I don't think you can put torches on glass. I don't think you can, so there's that as well. Double one right here, just as we can. But yeah, as you can hear, I don't know if you guys can hear because I'm wearing headphones, but I can hear the bats still spawning in down there. So yeah, maybe if you don't want to make a bat spawner for whatever reason, then just put more torches. But it really isn't an issue whatsoever. So let's just put some torches down here. Why not? And yeah, so you're pretty much done the second layer, the second base, the middle part. You just need to fill in this top layer right here, and I'm going to do that right now. So give me just a second. So I finished the third layer right here. Now it actually didn't take as long as the second and the first layer just because, you know, the circumference and stuff is a lot smaller. The area is smaller. That's what I meant to say. But it's actually at night when you see the almost full potential of this mansion. So at a very big distance, you see that at night it's where you really see how awesome it is. Just the whole entire thing, like the sides of it and stuff, is really good. The back area, it's kind of plain, but typically, you know, it's just a mansion. You don't really look at the back area so much. It's mostly just the front and the sides right here. But I have to say, this house thing is just looking incredible right now. Like the base and the middle are now officially done. Now, the last part is actually the roofing, and this is what's going to give it the official, like, this is my mansion kind of look. And this may be the third part. So you've basically finished the first and the second. You've basically finished the first and the second part. But now the third part is probably the hardest because just in terms of the height. So this is what you're going to want to do. Now start off back to where you started. So you should count from like from this wood block right here. So count 6 blocks. So 1, Oh, sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And let me just do the math here. Let me just check my iPhone just to see if it's correct. It should be 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh wait, no. That's not right. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So it's actually right here. And then same thing for here, so just line it up, and it should be right here. Okay, so this is gonna be like the, I guess, the roofing essentially of the part right here. Now let me just do more math right here. So the distance between them should be 4 all around. Okay. So then the next thing I want to do right here is so make sure that these things are apart by 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then put another one, 1, 2, 3, 4, and another one. So you're gonna make like the 3 main towers, so to speak, for this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Now let me just look at this again. It takes a lot of precision, I suppose is the term. So corner 3, 2. Okay, so what you're going to want to do now that you have this kind of layout right here, so make sure that, again, they're 6 blocks away from the edges right here, and they're 4 blocks apart, and that you have at least 3 sets of the dual things right here. So now what you're going to do is go from the corner again, so 1, 2, 3, corner, and then 1, 2, 3. So you're going to want to do a pattern like, it looks kind of hard to see actually, but yeah, so let me just, I guess it would look clearer if I did it here. So you only gotta do this U-shape kind of thing twice. So start from the corner, 1, 2, 3, corner again by 2 to the side, and then 1, 2, 3. So you should have like 2 U-shapes right here, and this is basically for the, what's the word? Like the height kind of thing for it. So now let's just start working on the, wait, there's anything else after this? I think there was. Let's see, 2, and then 2 for that as well. Was it 2 for this one? I'm just doing some, just looking at my iPhone right now, so if you're just wondering. But I think, let's do the math right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So before we actually get any further than this, we have to keep working on the layout right here. So you're just going to want to put 2 extra blocks on the side right here, and is that correct? Let me just look. Sorry about this. I should be just cutting this out, but I don't really feel the need to. Okay, yeah, that's what I thought. Okay, so from the edges right here, so from the far left and the far right, extend it by 2 in a corner, and then put 1 block right here. So this is going to be like the, I guess the outline for the next part. So do it again here. So 1, 2 diagonal, oops, that's not right, and then just put the 1 right here. So it's kind of slowing down just because of the bad spawning, I guess. But yeah, so you should have something more or less like this. So here's where the really frustrating part comes into play. This is the height of this the height of these blocks are going to be 8. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You're basically adding 7 to every single wood block right here. That's what's going to be extremely hard about this build. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5, 6, 7. So when you go to distance, you can see that this is going to be like how big the roofing is, and once you've done that, then you're pretty much doing everything correct. So let me just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, let me just transition to when. Oh yeah, whoa, hold on. Another thing that you're going to want to do is it's not just for the wood blocks; it's pretty much for every single block here. So what I'm going to do is yeah, I'm going to increase the wood blocks by another 7. You're going to want to increase the U-shapes by only by not 7, by 6 though. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So make sure that there's just 1 block difference between the woods and the planks. And let me just transition to when I get to that. Okay, so I went ahead and extended the wood blocks by 7 blocks and extended the wooden blocks, the planks, sorry, by 6 blocks. So this is what it should look like, more or less. Now there is one thing that I forgot to mention, and that's actually the outlining for this roof right here. I forgot to mention that. So what you're going to do is start from this wood thing right here and basically go all the way straight. So this is just to keep up with the correct layer that you have. So let me just place a random block like right here just to reference that. And you're going to want to count 4 away from the very edge right here. So 1, 2, 3, 4. So from there you're just going to want to put 2 blocks, like making a corner right here. So you're basically going to do something like this. Just make sure that from this block it's 3 blocks away from the edge over here, and from the side it's actually 4 blocks away. So let me just make sure that it's correct on both sides, so that there's 4 on the side, 3 from the back area. So yeah, that's correct. So just leave those there for now. It's nothing too important at the moment, but this is where it's going to get a little bit tricky. So now that you have these pillars up here, you're going to want to do yet again another step pattern. So do something like this. Like, you guys are going to see it when I do it, basically. And another thing that makes this a little bit hard is that you're going to want to make the logs correct. So you don't want them to always be straight up. You might have to kind of orient them to where it looks something like this to the side right here, so make like side logs. So basically you're just going to want to do the step pattern, which is just a corner up every single time, and it's going to make a triangular shape like so. So let me just kind of repeat that to basically all the sides right here. And it's not that hard to do. I mean, if you get the 7, if like you got the correct height for the wood blocks right here, which should be, these have to be 8. So 1, let me just count it for you. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So yeah, these wood pillars should be 8 blocks high. These should be 7 blocks high. So yeah, I basically make the 3 triangular shapes right here, and this is important because if you mess this up, then there's like, and when you're making this mansion, there are a lot of opportunities where you can actually mess it up. So you have to be very careful that you do it correctly. So you should have a trio that looks something like this, more or less. Now let me just look at my iPhone right here. Okay, so this step's easy. For the planks, you just want to put one on top like this, just on top of the planks like so, so that they should line up correctly with the roof, like the triangles right here, essentially. So let me just do this. Yeah, this part's pretty easy, nothing too bad. Now this part though, yeah, gets a little bit tricky. So let me just do a bit of counting right here just to get this correct. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. So you're going to, oh, sorry about that, didn't mean to do this. Let me just escape from that. You're going to want to extend the triangles this way by 6 blocks. So what I mean is that go behind it like this and just count by 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. And 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So basically do that for all of them. And once you've done that, let me just see, I think I counted that wrong. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, so it should be like here. Yeah, okay. So yeah, if you're wondering what this is where we're going to work on the actual roofing, and this part's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This part's a bit of your own preference because you can kind of work on the roof however you want it to, but this is probably the best way to do it without really making it look too funky, if that makes any sense to you guys. Alright, so before we move on, I think we need to do, there is one step that we have to do before we actually move on, and that's actually getting this outlining done first. This has to be done first before we can actually continue on. So once you've gone the 6 pillars like this, you can pretty much leave it like that for now, but you have to work on the outline again. So, and this part's not hard, you just have to, oh, what's the word? You just have to, I don't have the words right off the top of my head, but you just have to make the outline first before we can actually continue on, is what I'm trying to say. And this is easy because all you're doing is, once you put the wood blocks up, you just gotta extend them up by 6 again, so that they're 7 blocks high in total, and then just put the wood blocks as an outline on top of it. Like, you guys are gonna see what I mean in just a second. Let me just finish this so that you guys can see. So just span the blocks like this. Okay. Now, very similar to what you did here for these parts, you're going to just want to get your wood out. And I know I'm floating, so this is why it's really hard to do this on survival mode, but you guys can do it if you're really determined. You just want to extend this all the way. Oh, whoa, 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 we're going way, way off course. That's not what I meant to do. This is why you got to do the outlines first. That's extremely important. So let's just extend this 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, so that when you actually reach it, it should just hit it bang on like that. So let's just do this again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So yeah, let me just do these things right here, and I'll show you guys just how to do it correctly. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4. Sorry, I'm trying to talk, but I get interrupted by counting because I have to get it exactly precise. But yeah, so the walls themselves aren't hard to do, but the only hard thing is just the very top roofing, because there's a lot that you can a lot of areas where you can mess up. So let me just line this up correctly. It should, yeah, so it should be like this, so that's good. And then let's just finally do it here. And we're not going to fill this up, we're not going to do the walls yet, because we can just do that last, since it's very easy to do. So we're just going to continue this little outline right here. And once this is done, now we're going to be able to do the very next step. So come on, let's just finish this up right here, and boom, there we go. We got the skeletal outline of the roofing right now. Alright, so if I'm not mistaken, the next step that we just gotta do, and it's not too difficult either, is to, let's just see the thing right here. Okay, yeah, so that's not hard at all. So you notice that each of these three extended logs are about 2 blocks apart. So that's pretty much the idea that you're going to want to do here, is to just kind of connect them all using a lineup like this. But you're going to not want to go over this. So when you do this on the side right here, let me just give you guys an estimation, a number right here, is that you're going to want to make sure that it's 1, 2, 3. So it's touching this by the corner, but basically, yeah, so it just looks something like this, basically, is what I'm trying to say. Just not to make it confusing. So let me just basically extend this out all the way. And you're going to want to, again, orient the logs correctly so that it doesn't look weird in any way. And then just connect them like so. So right here, 1, 2, 3. And it should not go over anything. So once you've done this part's really easy. Just since I'm flying, it makes it a very, very nice to just kind of spam the right click button. So now you have something like this, and that is very good, because now this step is not quite easy, but it's definitely not hard. So you're going to want to look at it very carefully like this. So you have this secondary kind of roofing, like the side right here, the corners right here. You're just going to want to extend them out all the way. So like this. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then just like this. And then once you've done that, do that on the same opposite side like this here, for example. So let me just line these up and kind of fall down a little bit just so I can actually reach it. So like this. And then this step is very easy. So you notice that there's some space in between right here and here and here. You're just going to want to cover those up, but not completely. So this is what I mean. So just put 1 block on the sides like this, this. Very careful now because I'm not flying anymore. And just cover up the spaces at the same time while connecting these guys together. So yeah, this is why the roofing can be really hard at first, but really easy at the same time if you've gotten the skeleton part of it done properly. So then you just connect these things right here together like so, and then you should have something like this. So now you have this part of the roof done, so it should look something like in this kind of fashion, and if you put the logs correctly, it shouldn't look weird at all. It looks actually very normal. So let me just do this again just so you guys have an idea of what to do. Extend these by like so all the way, and then connect it right here. So make sure that these are vertical, and then the ones when you actually connect them together are horizontal. So let me just kind of speed up until I have this part. Actually, no, wait, I don't have to. Yeah, okay, never mind. So, or do we want to? Never mind. I'll just speed it up because we're taking a little bit of time right here. Alright, so I finished the roofing designs right here. So on the sides of right here, if you're wondering, it's kind of the same idea. It's that you're not connecting it to anything, so it should look something like this. Or you can orient the wood to change it how you look. It doesn't really matter. But the roofing should look something like this. Now, this part's a little bit tricky, but at the same time, not very complicated. So as you notice, if you did it correctly, you're going to have some spaces right here. You just want to extend this. And basically, let me just kind of zoom in right here. Basically want to follow the pattern right here. So just keep going straight until you hit the corner right here, and then just kind of do a U-turn, and that's pretty much all you gotta do. So you just gotta, okay, hold on. I'm not really making any sense right here, but so for example, just go to the very edge right here. Put this all the way right here. Sorry, that's my watch alarm right there. No need to worry. It only does that when it's time to eat lunch. But I'm not sure if I'm going to do that right now. So you basically extend the lines right here. So it should look something like this. Now, if this bothers you, then you can just kind of fix it. You can orient this so that it matches up with this. But for me, it really doesn't matter. I don't really care at this point. It's just, well, I can fix it later. But for now, it doesn't really matter. So once you've extended both lines like so, you just want to connect them like this. Let me just kind of drop a little bit and rise just a little bit. Oops, having some flying issues. You know, sometimes you know, flying is not the easiest thing in the world to do, even though birds can do it very easily. So now you have this pattern right here, and then so once you have this frame right here, it should look something like this. And the frame above it, you just want to basically copy it. What I mean is that all you're doing is just doing this. So you're basically making kind of the like, you're gonna see what this is though. Like right now it's not really clear. You might not see what this is though, but don't worry, in a second you're gonna see what I mean. So basically just connect the outline above this to, whoa, oop, fell off. Connect the outline above this to the same outline here, and you're just going to want to do that. And once you've done that, it's hold on. Okay, I guess it doesn't really matter. So I guess we can just leave that corner right there. It's not gonna kill us, but it's just kind of annoying though. So you just do this. So yeah, I'm not really, like, from here on out it's just very simplistic. It's nothing too complicated. So you should have something like this when you extend the bottoms and make this kind of little box area right here. But I'll get back onto this later on, because now the next step, and this one's very easy. Before we get onto the front roof details, let's just fill up these walls right here. So all you want to do is just use regular planks, and then just completely make these into solid walls from these skeletons, and I'll get back onto you right when we finish that step. Okay, so I went ahead and filled up the walls right here, so now the roofing is actually really close to done, but not quite, because as you can see, when you look at the front of the house, it's still, you know, it pretty much looks like a good mansion, but there are a few elements that it's missing, and that's actually the windows right here. So let me get onto this next step right here. So this step is relatively easy. You just need some glass blocks, and you build it. You start from the middle right here, so leave some space in the right side and the left side. And you basically just build up until there is a stopping point. So you can't just build this all the way up. Make sure that there is actually 4 blocks of space in between, like so. And then you pretty much just, from the sides right here, just fill it up all the way. And boom, that's just the first roofing window complete. So see how fast that was? It wasn't that long. Well, given the fact that I'm on creative mode, but still, it won't take you guys that long. So you basically just repeat that pattern for these things as well. To make it easier, I guess, if you can just put 4 blocks like this, and then put the glass blocks under it. So I'll just do that just to make things a little bit faster. So just to give you guys an idea. And so now let's just get on those glass blocks and finish this up. So after this, it's just the roofing and then the fencing. That's the very last steps. The fencing is relatively easy. The roofing, I'll get onto the details on why I left that for the very last step, because there's actually several different things you can do with the roofing that you guys might actually want to hear. Because, you know, why make a plain old roof when you actually have that much space and you can actually use it for other very cool things. For example, well, actually, no, I'll get onto that soon. I don't want to spoil it for you guys. Just, I mean, you guys might probably have an idea of what I mean, of what you can do with the roofing, just because on how the way it's made, not because how it looks, because obviously the looks don't really affect its uses, like as you're gonna see in just a moment. Once I finish these, whatever you want to call these, I guess the giant windows of the house. Yes, yes, it looks kind of nice too. Like, again, this is optional. You don't have to put the glass blocks right here, but I recommend it because it really does add to the niceness of the house right here. So as you can see, here are the windows, and kind of goes well with the middle section plus the bottom section too. Alright, so now let's get on to the roofing right here. As you can see, there is a lot of space right here, and there are several things that you can do. So the first thing that you can do for the roofing is actually just use the logs and connect them like this, basically filling up this layer and completely covering the roofing part. Or if you want to do something a little bit more creative, you can actually make a mini farm right here. And to do that, you basically put the logs just all over this layer right here. You put the dirt blocks on this layer, and then you put the water and stuff, and you can make a mini farm. But that's also another option you can do. You can make a like a tree farm up here too, so you can make like a bunch of dirt blocks, put a bunch of saplings, and the height, so the trees are closer to the sun, so I guess it kind of speeds up the process. So there's a lot of cool things you can do, but the number one thing that I recommend that you guys do is to just use glass blocks. Now, why do you want to use glass blocks? For several reasons. First of all, if you put the glass blocks here, for example, on the outside, you actually won't even notice like the big difference for from that. And second of all, like, so basically from the outside you don't even notice the glass blocks, so you won't even know. But this is mainly for lighting, and instead of putting, like, the whole purpose of a mansion is to look good as well as have a lot of space. So you don't want to just, you know, personally, instead of using torches, like, you know, we're not peasants basically. You have a mansion now, so I think it makes sense that you can have some natural lighting into your house right here. So I think having a glass roof is better than having maybe just a regular roof or maybe a farm up top. It really depends on your preference. Like, if I had the resources and the time to, I guess I would make this into like a farm up top so that the weed or trees or whatever can grow faster. But I guess the simplest thing is just using glass blocks. So basically, from inside this room, you can literally have enough light in the daytime. It's just at nighttime where it's the real problem, so I guess you can't put torches in it anyways. But still, the glass block thing is probably the best thing that you can do for this house to finish it. Well, actually, no, we're not quite done. After we put this glass rooftop right here, then we're going to get onto the final step, which is the fencing, and then I'll get onto some details that you can do for this mansion. So I'm not going to transition because, again, we're pretty much very close to done. And obviously when I'm flying, I can just kind of spam this, and it really isn't that hard to do because all I'm doing is just making layers like this. But yeah, so as of now, the mansion, like, again, I've only made this mansion once on my iPhone, and I pretty much just rebuilt it on PC though, so yeah, I mean, like, there's no real difference between making this in the Pocket Edition version or the PC version or the Xbox version, whatever. The only difference is just, I guess, getting the resources, because you can get them in different ways, of course. So I guess in total, the amount of wood that you need to make this mansion, I don't even know. The only thing I do know is that you need a whole lot of it, so you need to probably destroy like a good 10 to 20 forests before you can actually have enough resources to even think about doing something like this. But I think in the end it really is worth it because, you know, just like look at this, guys. It's a really good mansion. Plus, you know, I haven't seen other. I mean, there's a few good mansion tutorial videos on YouTube, but I just haven't seen any that have been to my liking, I guess. And so, yes, now you have this lovely glass roofing. You notice that there's a little bit of some details right here. You guys can cover this up with more logs to kind of just finish the look if you really want to. For me, I'm just going to leave it up there because, you know, it doesn't really affect anything. But now let's just go outside and see what the almost complete mansion looks like now. So, At nighttime, you can see that. Oh, wait. Oh, I see what I did wrong. Okay. It just bothers me, but I do want to put some torches in the inside just to light it up from the inside out and to see how that's going to look like. So from the windows, let's just say, I don't know, like right here, for example. Like, again, this is just like a random preference, so it's not exactly precise in any way. It's just more of my own taste. And I put a torch by there by accident, but let me just remove that in just a second. Did I do it like this? On the side right here? I forget. On the side. Oh, no. Okay, so let me just fix this. Yeah, symmetry, guys, it's just extremely important, which is why I really like to, you know, that's one reason why I like to do this. I guess on the edges here, too, just to give it some lighting. So right here, and keep it the same. One right here. Alright, so now that it's bright on the inside, now let's take a look what it looks like on the outside officially. So let's get the glass blocks right here. And this is what your mansion would look like in theory. So yeah, as you can see, it's looking pretty good, but there is one last thing that we haven't done yet, and that is the fencing. So after we put the fencing on, then you're actually officially done the exterior look. Now, you might have noticed that I haven't actually gone through any details whatsoever on the inside of the mansion. And the thing is I don't want to do that because obviously you guys came here for one reason only, how to make a mansion on Minecraft. PC, PE, Xbox 360, like whatever. And I feel that I don't really need to tell you guys what to do for the inside because obviously the only thing you need to know is how to make the mansion exterior look. Now the interior look, there is a lot of space. You have 3 different floors, and probably the roofing floor has the most space in it. So really it's up to you guys to just decide on what you want in the inside of your mansion. As long as the outside is this, then you can pretty much do whatever you want to your mansion now. So after this tutorial, once you've made it, if you followed every single step that I showed you guys, then you can pretty much do some modifications. You can add things to your mansion, you can remove things that I've done, you can basically adjust things that you may or may not have liked in this video. So yeah, I'm basically leaving it up to you guys to do whatever you want with the mansion. But this is just the very last thing that you guys should do, is just the fencing for this last floor. And once I do this, I'm gonna explain why. Now you might understand why I didn't put the fencing all the way through in the second floor. Because after you see what this looks like, you're gonna say, "Oh yeah, that makes sense. That's why you didn't put the fencing on the second floor, because it would kind of look like there's too many fences. You don't need too many fences for this particular mansion." So we're really close, very close to wrapping this up. So once we finish this, then I'll show you guys just the coolness of the mansion in total. So there we go. Oh boy, this has probably been one of the longest tutorial videos I've ever done, because you know the recording time is an hour about, but it's longer than that for actually making the video for all the cuts and stuff. So this is what the mansion looks like in its full glory right here. So as you can see, the reason why I didn't put the fencing here is because obviously there's another fencing layer right here, so it doesn't really make sense to put even more fencing here. It would just look kind of funny to me. So I think having this kind of gives it its natural look. Like, no fences here, just the fencing here though is fine, but no need to overpower the fencing. You can put fences here if you want to on the edges, but I really don't recommend that just because it would look kind of funny. I've already tried it too. But this is essentially your mansion right here. So let's just take a look at what we even got here. So in terms of rooms, right here too, you can actually just put like doors or whatever, but I like to keep it open just because it looks cool. But yeah, so in terms of floorings, let's just do an example right here. So we can say break this open, and you have your little section right here. You can also, I guess, break down right here. So let's just break down right here, and you have your next flooring right here, which is all this stuff. And you know, so you guys can see that there's a lot of space. You have a lot of space on this floor. And also another awesome thing is that there's actually enough space for you to jump inside your house, so it's not too cramped. That's why I put it at 4 blocks for this specific reason. And then if you guys want to go to the top flooring right here, which is let's just break this one for example. Oh wait, no, this is the outside, my bad. Okay, so yeah, so as you can see, you can't just break random blocks, Ezekiel. You gotta be a little bit more linear. But if you go inside this block, so let me just kind of break it through here. No, not build. No, we're not trying to build it. We're trying to break the block, you know. this is what this looks like, and as you can see, this is definitely the biggest spacing in the entire house. So you can do a lot of cool things. You can make a lot of mini rooms, you can make extra floors within your house right here. But again, that's completely up to you, because now I've finished telling you guys how to make the mansion. Now you guys can do whatever you want. Oh, never mind, that's not even correct. See, like I said modifications, but you know, adding like things like that just kind of destroys the look. It's a little bit laggy just because it's so freaking huge. Like this mansion's really big. So from the outside, this is what it looks like. Looks pretty awesome. So let's just kind of look around. And yeah, so again, you guys can modify the inside. That's why I didn't really work on it. But this is pretty much what you have as a building. You can even you can do a lot of adding and stuff to this house to add to the coolness. Now the only plain part is just the back area. Now the back area, it's not too significant. I mean, you still have this glass thing to look outside, but other than that, this area is nothing too special about it. It's just kind of the back area of the mansion. What else can I say? The siding right here, and then if we can move a little bit faster, come on, can we run? No, we can't run. Yes, we can. We can just kind of run like this. But yeah, so it looks like this. Now from a bird's eye view, let's just take a look around. So look at this, guys. It just looks like a really nice house to live in. It looks kind of plain here. You guys can probably add stuff. Not really sure what you can do, but again, it's your mansion now. And the fencing, it just adds to the security. So yeah, this is a very nice mansion. So I hope that you guys have enjoyed this tutorial on how to make a mansion. Again, just rewatch the video several times. You have to, if you missed some parts or you didn't really understand anything, I did my best to kind of explain as I went. But I guess the most important thing is just watching what I was doing and then just replicating it to make it like this. And so, yeah, this is just mainly the mansion area right here. So there's nothing much I can say. Basically, this is yours, and you can now do whatever you want to improve it. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you guys liked the video, hit that like button, subscribe, and comment and stuff like that. Share the video, of course. And if you guys really enjoyed this tutorial and you have more suggestions for what else I should build for you guys as a demonstration to, you know, if you guys want to build other stuff and you're not really sure how to do it, then of course I can give it a try and then show you guys how I did it. But yeah, this is the mansion in its full glory. And I thank you guys so much for watching the video. So thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out and later.